Before beginning, I want you to know that we're trying to post weekly updates of the Outlands 2, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see every weekly devlog. You wanted ragdolls, I gave you ragdolls. You wanted a minimap, I gave you a minimap. You wanted hotbars, I gave you hotbars. You wanted the typos bug, I gave you the typos bug. Wait, that's not right. So before showing you what I added, I'll tell you the story of the typos bug. At first, there was this bug where items would disappear from your hands or be misplaced. I fixed that bug, along with the bug that caused your inventory to disappear, which by the way was again a Unity bug, but this has caused the famous typos bug. Then I finally fixed the typos syndrome, just to have another animation bug. Okay, don't worry, I think this time I really fixed all the animation bugs in this new update. Another thing we fixed is the third-person camera. Now you can't see through walls in third person because the camera adjusts its distance to the player. Now I'll show you all of your Discord suggestions which we added into the game. By the way, if you're not on our Discord, I encourage you to join. That's where you can leave your suggestions and bug reports. We remade the inventory layout. You guys were complaining that the inventory buttons are too small, so we made them much bigger. We also added this area which shows you more details about your sicknesses. One of the new effects you'll see in this new area is broken bones. That's right, you've been suggesting broken bones for a while, so we added fall damage, broken bones and naturally a treatment for broken bones, which would be a splint. With a broken leg, you'll move a little slower and you won't be able to sprint. We also added a cool effect for when you are low on health. Your vision has this bloody overlay and you hear your heartbeat. And everything else you hear is muffled. Now that we're reworking the inventory, we added a hotbar. It has 4 slots, twice as many as the old Outlands. And also there's a button to keep your current item. In order to move an item to the hotbar, you have to keep pressing it for like half a second and it will pop out. Now you can safely drag and drop it into the hotbar. This should make playing the game much more pleasant now that you can easily switch between items. People were also complaining about not being able to run with the inventory open, so we fixed that as well. Speaking about running, we improved the idle and walking animations, as well as the crouch walking. It's more dynamic now. You can even notice your head bobbing when you walk or run. A lot of you have been asking for ragdolls since we started creating this game. So this is for you all. There are ragdolls now when you kill zombies or players. They do look much more satisfying. And I did work on a system to make them more optimized than the ones in the Outlands 1. In the next updates, there will be an option in the settings menu to choose between ragdoll deaths or the old particle deaths. So each of you can adjust your settings to your device's performance. Some of the complaints in our Discord were about the chat box. It is too small, it's all over the inventory, so you can't properly click it, and when you press it, it makes your character run. Well, I'm glad to say we took care of all of those problems. The chat is now bigger, you can hide it or show it whenever you want, and it doesn't interfere with the inventory or the walking joystick anymore. Something that has been upsetting many of you is the fact that zombies respawn right behind you and kill you. Well, fear no more, we fixed that. We made the zombie spawners check if there's players in the area before spawning a zombie. Another feature the zombies never had is hearing. They couldn't hear gunshots or anything else. Well, now they can hear gunshots and they can hear the player walking, crouching or crawling from different distances. When you crawl, the zombie will notice you only when you're really close to them. Each gun has a different loudness level, so the Scar L, which is suppressed by default, will be pretty quiet, while the Desert Eagle will shout like an artillery. Now, for those of you who are trying to play with a friend from another continent or a country that's far away, I added the option to change your region. You and your friend can set the same region so you can play together. You can choose any region except China. In China they don't allow games, servers, social media and a lot of content if it's not regulated and censored by them or by their companies. So if you're from China and somehow got hold of our game, try using another of our Asian regions to play multiplayer. There's an item that I never got to add in the old Outlands. Can you guess what item that is? Okay, to be fair, there's a lot of items I never got to add to the old Outlands, but the item I'm talking about is a map. We added a map. This map can be found in homes, in the camping outpost, or in the military locations. With this map, you can finally see how this demo map looks like. Also, whenever you have a map in your inventory, you will also have this minimap in the top right corner. For the single player worlds, you have two perks you can activate by watching an ad. A starter kit consisting of a bat, a Glock, some ammo, food, water and a bandage, and the option to have a permanent minimap. If you enable this for one of your worlds, you will always have the minimap, whether you have a map in your inventory or not. The link to our game, The Outlands 2, is in the description, both for Android and iPhone. You can try the demo out, and if you find any bugs or have any suggestions, make sure to join our Discord and leave them there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Peace out.